Hello, everybody, and no! Poland? No, get out of here. They're not ready. Well, that definitely messed up my flow. Let me try that one again. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where Ming is dead. They're gone. They don't exist anymore. I'm actually surprised that that was as easy as it was. However, we do know that we still have to take down China. We're still technically at war with the Brotherhood of Asia, which includes Creek, China, and Chinese X-69. We're also justifying on Kamchadals, we're justifying on Cambodia, and we're justifying on Malaya as well. However, I do believe, I don't know this for an absolute fact, but I do believe that that is everyone that is not in our faction. If there's anybody, it's probably going to be in one of these islands. But I think that's everyone. Yeah, that one's already taken. I'm pretty sure that's it. So that is wonderful. Now we're just going to go ahead and sort these in. I do expect that these are going to get called back, but we're just going to take all of our unled armies up to 30 for right now. And we do have a big supply issue going into China. That is for sure. We'll address that in a moment. But I want to make sure that we get as many of these unassigned divisions in as possible. Can I just shift-click to select all unassigned divisions? That's not exactly what I wanted. I wanted 3 of these. Oh, and that deselects them. That's awkward, to be sure. Okay, I'll just do it this way. 30, and then we'll sort 6 in over here. We'll select all of these, and then we'll select half of these for 9 divisions, and then half of those for 5, and then we'll sort those into there, and then 1 additional. And then we can see that this is 12 remaining divisions, and so we will select half of that, and we'll sort those into there, and then we'll select all remaining divisions and into there. Okay, there we go. Now, before we proceed here, I want to point out that there is a small area of infrastructure that we need to construct over here. Unfortunately, we don't have very much control over here, so there's not a lot we can do there. Hello, though. We have control over this. I didn't notice that one. Fantastic. I'm very happy about that. That will actually help us tremendously. So that's great. Well, we will continue pushing forward here. We're going to put a lot of troops into this area, and we're probably going to put too many. I'm guessing this is going to be too many troops in this area. But we'll see if China can hold it off. I kind of doubt it. It may not matter, but we may have to pull some off of this line. We'll see how it plays out. In the meantime, we do have some decisions that we could make. War propaganda against China. That is something I actually want to do. Our war support is a little on the low side. And can we do any prospecting? That's a negative. Can we minimize these? Yes, we can. And that's definitely something I'm interested in doing. Economic policy will keep up. War measures we'll get rid of. Propaganda efforts. Yeah, that'll be fine. Wonderful. So yeah, you can see here we're losing a lot of these pushes, and I'm guessing this is to do with supplies. Our supplies over here are mediocre. Our supplies over here are absolutely awful. Our supplies up here are pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah. In all honesty, we should pull these guys off of this line. And can we just tell them to, like, area defense up over here or something? Like, you know, just do something like this. That'll do. Hopefully that'll keep them busy. Okay, and then these guys, they are down over here. I'm going to tell them to come up and frontline around Kamchadals. And did that go? Actually, we need to delete their orders first. And then do this. There we go. And then they're going to have an offensive line of just being, you know, down here. And they will go ahead and execute that. And then these guys, they're mostly up here as it is. I think I'm just going to tell them for now that they're going to area defense somewhere around here. It's a temporary assignment until we have something better for them. And then these guys, they will stay on the front. Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and delete any of these offensive lines for right now, and we're going to draw them a new offensive line, which will be somewhere around here like this. That's their offensive line. I actually like that offensive line quite a lot. They can go ahead and execute that. Hopefully that will relieve some of the issues over here. I'm guessing this is just overlapping 2 divisions of infantry template 16 from Free India. Okay. That's a little exciting. We're going to assign them over here. And they're going to be assigned to this. Okay. Is there any other weird little messes over here? What is this? This is Army 7. This is... no units assigned to this order. What? I'm sorry, what? Army 7 has no units assigned to it? What army is Army 7? Probably should not exist, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this Army 7 order that has no units assigned to it. I'm going to get rid of this order as well. And otherwise, this all looks good. So we're going to make sure that all of these guys are assigned into here. There we go. No, Pratiharis, get out of here. Tondo wants to return their expeditions. Fair enough. They can do that. Okay. So hopefully, once we get this moved around, that will alleviate some of our supply issues. Some. I don't think it will alleviate all of them, because we have to fight in our ally nation here, which is certainly not ideal. Hello, we have control over this now? Sure. We'll construct infrastructure there. I guess we are making progress then. That is good to see. Okay, justification of Malaya is complete. We're going to go ahead and immediately declare on them. So we're going to conquer them, and China is guaranteeing them. They're going to join this brotherhood. That's fine. So we probably can't attack from here, can we? Because this is technically neutral ground. This is looking like we actually can. Fascinating. If we run this, do they start attacking? Malaya joins the Brotherhood of Asia. We're not currently attacking, yet we can. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and stop this. There we go. And I want to make sure that these guys are aggressively attacking here. Okay. So we're going to attack from the south, and then we're also attacking China from the north, obviously. This is going to be difficult for us to get across, of course. I don't expect this to be easy. But we'll work on that. And we will proceed forward with this army, this single army group. And hopefully things will be looking a little better in terms of supplies over here. And yeah, they are looking better. Not exactly good, but better. And that I can deal with. I do want to make sure that this guy is on aggressively execute. Yes, he is. And we should probably move a commander in over here with 30 capacity, ideally. This guy would probably be the correct one to do, or adjacent to correct. We'll go ahead and move him in. Excellent. So he'll arrive there, and now we'll have another general here. I do expect that we're still going to have a hard time with this. That is definitely going to be a thing. We're still working on some construction. And in fact, this land fort is actually pointless. We don't need to construct that anymore. We don't need to construct this land fort or this land fort. The naval bases and the infrastructure we definitely do want to construct, though. This is repairs, so that's all completely fine. Okay. That'll save us a little bit of time. We'll clean up those naval bases relatively soon. Excellent. Now we could drop bombs over here. I do want to check our air superiority. Actually, our air superiority is fine. No issues. Great. Well, we're just going to have to slowly grind our way through here, I think. It's going to be awkward. There's no doubt about that. You guys only have 7? Oh, Free India landed over here. Okay. Well, I guess that's one way to not get any rubber. Now they can do that. We are going to have to be thinking about fighting Free India soon, though. Cambodia, how is our justification on them going? That's about 90 days from finishing. Okay. And Kamshadals, how is that going? We're actually not justifying on them. We absolutely should be, but we do need 75 political power to do that. So we'll save up for that for now. And that is great. Of course, we're going to start kicking people out of our faction and turning on them eventually. And at some point, Free India might get wind of what we're doing, but that's completely okay. There's this going on over here. I'm completely okay with this, actually. We have managed to push over here. That is great. And we definitely want to build infrastructure over here. Since apparently this got flipped to us. Okay, I'll take it. We're going to continue pushing up through here. That is magnificent. Ooh, that was not us that nuked that. That might have been Free India. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Supply-wise, things are, you know, solidly mediocre on this front. But we are making solid gains. China is currently crumbling, and that is fantastic to see. We can see that they are also just dropping like a rock in manpower. So that's great. In terms of how we're going to go about kicking people out of our faction, that's going to be interesting, to be sure. Now, these guys, there's only 7 here. And these are the ones that are going to invade over here. Yeah. That's definitely very awkward. Oh well. It's probably enough with Free India here. Although I do want to tell them that they are going to forget about this front line, and they're going to create this front line. There we go. And then their offensive line will be to simply push to there. And they can go ahead and do that. There's not very many of them, but that's okay. I don't think there needs to be. The main brunt of our attack is, of course, coming in over here. These guys are all kind of just chilling. That's fine. There's so many units up here. Still fewer than Ming had up here. That's for sure. Okay, so Free India is going to be a mess to take out. That said, they are in a couple of different parts here, and then there's all of this nonsense. We're going to have to deal with that. Free India is going to be a problem. We're going to be stretched quite thin to take them out, but we should be able to kick them out of these other continents quite easily, in theory. And attack them here simultaneously. We also hold Sri Lanka, which I don't think there's... Yeah, there's no crossing here in Hearts of Iron. So that does definitely change things. Okay, there's another nuke. Not something we're doing. We're just stockpiling. Sounds good to me. Okay, let's take a look. Ooh, we're getting very close to finishing up all these naval bases. That's a good thing. Any more infrastructure we can create? Yes. Yes, there is. We're pushing down this coast nicely. That's great. I'm very, very happy to see that. We're up to 52 political power right now. And we need to make sure that we are justified on Kamshadals. Excellent. Who holds this? We do. Perfect. I just can't believe how quickly this all came together after America fell. Like, the Asian War was super easy, all things considered. How close is China to capitulation here? Actually, this isn't where you see that at all. You see that here. China is currently 78% towards capitulation. That is a lot, actually. That's a whole lot. Wonderful. They may capitulate, actually, before we actually get justification on Cambodia. I'd be happy about that. Certainly before we get justification on Kamchadal, since we haven't started that one yet. I wish that we could start it. No political power for that right now. Sad. Where's Chinese X-69? Is that these guys over here? Yeah, that's these guys. Okay. And that's Indochina. Right, we're justifying on them. That's going to be a while before we have Indochina justified on. Excellent. China is definitely in full collapse here. We've managed to push down over to here. Free India has done a landing over here. Free India definitely likes those marine attacks, and that's something that we're going to have to think about when we get ready to destroy them. But we're probably going to take out Free India last, is my guess. It's going to be awkward because of their number of puppet nations. That's going to be a lot. But I mean, we could probably send like one army to each of these puppet nations, and that should be more than sufficient. Okay. No, they're not ready yet. So looks like we're still gearing up for this naval invasion. We're getting in position for that. That's going to be a while yet. This guy's lagging behind a little bit. But that is fine. We have driven a barrier here. So these guys actually have only the supplies that come in through this naval base, and our naval supremacy should do something about that. So that's great. Absolutely fantastic. We're getting close to done with this, actually. Of course, this will not be the end of this mega campaign when we're done with this, which isn't going to be this episode, I can tell you that much. We are going to, after this, be colonizing our solar system in KSP, and then the galaxy in Stellaris. And that will be exciting, to be sure. We're going to continue pushing down over here. They have very little left for supplies over here now. They're cut off from their capital. That is great. Actually, their capital's up here. But they're cut off from their capital. And if we look at this, we can see China is currently 80% towards capitulation. Chinese X-69, only 5%. And Malaya, 73%. That is wonderful. We're currently at 74 political power, and as soon as we hit 75, we want to start justifying on these guys. Which we now have enough. There we go. Just had to update it. Perfect. That'll take some time to justify, to be sure. There's just a lot of little awkward things over here. Luckily, we control most of the awkward things ourselves. This is Free India that controls this. Oh, Free India controls Lesser Antilles. Oof. Okay, that's going to be exciting. That is certainly going to be exciting. Free India, however, they aren't doing all that hot on the manpower. I think we can beat them. I'm quite confident of that, in fact. We're going to continue pushing in down here. China will capitulate quite soon. I think around the time that their capital falls, I think China will capitulate. Malaya is getting very close. I'm going to go ahead and give these guys an offensive line over here and tell them to go ahead and execute that. Get in there, lads. Fantastic. And we are pushing into these mountains. It's always good to see that we're actually winning these on some level anyway. Very, very happy to see that. But also, there's just not that much going on over here. Like, China is collapsing, but in like slow motion here. It's taking some time. Let's check in on our naval invasion over here, and it looks like we're almost ready to launch this, actually. That is, these guys. Incredibly close. Where are the other two? There's one there. And I'm not actually sure where the other unit is. I'm noticing that one division is assigned to land here, and no divisions are assigned to land here. I'm going to grab some half of these and assign them over here. There we go. And why are we holding off right now? Insufficient naval supremacy in the Florida coast. Okay. That makes sense. We do have naval invasion support here. I'm going to move these guys from the African coast, rather. I don't know what a fost is. Over to the Florida coast. Excellent. And once there, we should have the naval supremacy that we need. And then the Bahamas will fall. Which I thought they already were, but okay. That's fine. Nothing's going in China. This is looking increasingly grim for them. It looks like they have nothing to defend this, actually. So that's great. Over here, things are going tremendously well. And we're just not kind of pushing over here right now. We're pushing a little, I suppose, but that's fine. Yeah, this is completely fine over here. These guys should get automatically reassigned up here once this is done. China is gotta be super close to capitulation. Yeah, they are. They're super close. This capital plus this victory point, I think, means that they capitulate. Oh, this victory point here, too. This one might be enough with this one. We'll have to see. Maybe. Okay, so we have attacked over here. Or some of us have anyway. Yeah, it looks like this is going. This one did not go, though, it would appear. Okay, so we've managed to land over here. Oh, it did go. Creek has capitulated. Fantastic. Okay, so we can go ahead and remove all of these orders. And we'll tell these guys, I don't know, frontline around America? Sure. Why not? What else are we going to do with them, after all? So we've successfully grabbed over here. I do want to check in on our infrastructure levels. We do have more infrastructure that we can construct. This, of course, is expected. And I want to check in over here as well. That's actually maxed, so that's perfect. That, however, is not. There we go. Now it's maxed. Oh, okay. I guess we can build infrastructure there, too. So as soon as either of these victory points falls, I think China capitulates. And then all that's left is this tiny little Chinese satellite state down here. Is this fallen? It has. Excellent. Of course, there's Indochina over here as well that we are not currently at war with. But that's okay. I think we will wrap up this war before we declare any others. But I want to see if China capitulates here. We're moving pretty slow. That's not surprising, given the situation, of course. And we are pushing up Malaya as well. Malaya will capitulate very shortly. That won't take very long at all, in theory. In practice, maybe a little longer, but should be okay. China has capitulated. Okay, so we have 735 points here. And I kind of want to take everything we can. At 513 here. I'm going to hold off on China, and we're going to take everything from Ternate. We're going to take everything from Creek, from Shia. We have 254 still. Okay, we actually can't take this. Or this, actually. Or this. Okay. There we go. We'll take the Bahamas for sure. And then we will take this from Shia if we can. Actually, we can't. Call that good. We'll take the Bahamas now. And then we will also take everything we can in Malaya. I want to make sure that we get that. We're going to actually have to pass here, I think. Because I really want Malaya for all that rubber. 77 rubber there. So we'll take that. And then as far as China goes, we only have 354 here. So we'll take what we can, which is that much. And then we'll take what we can here. And then take what we can, which is actually nothing. Take what we can. Pass. And take everything there. Pass again. And end that turn. Done. Okay. So we took everything that we could. This is, I think, telling us that the game is over, but the game is not over. We're going to continue. And yeah, we ended up getting everything over here. That is absolutely fantastic. So we need to work on some infrastructure over here for sure. In all of these locations. Are we currently at peace? What all still exists? These are things that we need to figure out. Okay, so it looks like Indochina is a puppet of Free India. However, this is a different Indochina that is neutral that we're justifying on. Cambodia is still neutral, and we're justifying on that as well. And then there's all of this random Free India crap. But at this point, no factions exist except for the Alliance of Ethiopia and neutrals. So that is fantastic. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will take out these last remaining neutral nations and begin turning on our quote-unquote allies. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.